journey begin. Who win this year's championship? Come feel the heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges. Cause in the end, we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Everybody say the ball has hit the bat. Whoa, whoa. Fielders are running to catch it. It's a six, or will it be a four? We scream, we roar. Oh my God, the tension soar. The pressure, the skill on display is amazing. What can I say? Let the claps run in millions as if cricket is our religion. Let's go. If you wanna be the best, play with courage and confidence. Level up your game to be prominent. Don't forget it's your time to shine. Play tough but remember to be kind. Let's see who tops at the finish line. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League.
Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 12. This is the last game of the day, the elite clash between Orient and ANIB Bulls. This is a virtual semi-final because the winner of this will go on to play Omega Insurance next week. And we have the match officials. We have Khurram Shehzad, who will be captaining for Orient today, and Zanal will be doing for the Al Nabuda Insurance Bulls. Coin, the umpire will give the coin to Zanal, who will be flipping the coin. Khurram calls. Tails the call. Heads it is. Zanal, you won the toss. What do you want to do? It's a last game you all scored 250. Even that was not safe. What has been the message and what has been the team talk coming into this important game against Orient?
We had to do some corrections. We had a meeting session and all that. So we have made the necessary changes. And at the same time, we were short of 2 players last match. They are back in this game, so we are pretty confident.
What are the changes that you have today up for coming in?
Sagar actually had to leave early that day, so he's back now. After batting, he had to leave. And then we have Hafiz back in the squad.
Okay, all the best, and we have a good game with you. And we have Khurram. Khurram, happy to lose the toss?
Most probably you can say this is our plan that we bowl first. So it's very good for us that we already planned this, so we will bowl first.
You had a not so very good game against Omega. Watania was a game which you probably were, you didn't have much of a competition. What has been the talk coming in with the boys? You're not having Hassan Saud as a captain today. So with you leader, what is the message to the boys going into this match?
In the previous game that we have some mistakes that our fielding side and also from the bowling side. So we discussed with that mistakes. Inshallah, we will try our best to do one thing. So inshallah, let's see in the match. We will try our best that boys, they are ready for these things. Bowling or batting, whatever. But our plan for the bowling first, and inshallah, we will go for the chase.
And what sort of a score do you want to keep this high-packed, power-packed team?
We try our best at more than 170, 175. This is our target. But let's see, inshallah.
Anyway, thank you. That's toss here. ANIB Bulls captain Zanal winning the toss, and he wants to take first strike. Live action coming. This is a power pack game. Stay tuned, and all the best to the teams. Welcome to the last game of the day. This is the big clash, the elite clash between ANIB Bulls versus Orient. It's the last league game and it's a virtual semi-finals because the winner of this game will go on to play Omega Insurance in the finals next Sunday. Omega Insurance winning all their 3 games in this phase. And both these teams have beaten Watania, lost to Omega. So it's a direct knockout between both of them. We have the opening batsman, Zanal, the captain. He won the toss and he's elected to take first strike. Remember, the last game they scored 254 and Omega chased it in the last ball. Imran is giving him company and Aftab is going to bowl from right arm over the wicket. No slips in place. Starts off with a wide. Khurram, the stand-in captain today. Hassan Saud is not feeling well. So he's made way for Khurram to lead the side as the captain and wicket keeper. As you have a look at Sufyan at mid-on. And the old bail trick at square leg. Square leg fielder coming in and doing that old bail trick. Let's see if that works. Throwing for the big one, not much of feet movement, the ball just coming in. So, wanting to go for the big drive. Imran, the man, is at non-strike. Sagar Kalyan to come in at number 3. So, these are big names that are there in this circuit who have set the tone and the template for big scores. As he plays it in the air towards the cover boundary, one bounce into the fence he goes after bowling it outside the off stump and just enough width for Zanal. Have a look at that. He tried it the previous ball, it wasn't there, but this time he got the width that he's looking for, and look at that white nut just making its way towards the cover boundary for 4. Score moves on to 5. We're just 2 balls into the game. This time on the back foot, plays it towards the man at deep point. The fielder being sent back right away after that first boundary. Takes the score on to 6, brings Imran on to strike for the first time. The wicket is eased on since the morning. We had a delayed start in the first game, and slowly as the day started wearing on, the wickets start getting better to bat on. Playing it towards the man at mid-on, the fielder there, no run there, going on to the up. Playing on the up, trying to trust the bounce and go over that. Didn't get it at the middle of the bat. Luckily for him, didn't carry to the man at mid-on. The key is the length that the bowlers choose to bowl. And with the one bouncer allowed, when do they use it? As he plays it this time, again chips it towards the man at mid-on. The fielder coming around quickly. Last ball of the over coming up. It's 6 for the loss of no wicket. Both these batsmen yet to set the tournament alive with their big scores, especially in this phase of the innings. So both of them are due for a big score. Or beating up, squaring up basically. ends the over well with 3 dot balls, 6 for the loss of no wicket at the end of first over. Zanal batting on 5 and Imran yet to get out the mark. ये वाला मैच सब लोग देखेंगे ज़्यादातर 94 for 6 यानी बॉल बैट पे नहीं आ रहा है आज तो अगर हम लोग ने भी सही लेंस पकड़ी
पिच की इंडिया का हाँ बहुत फर्क है वो कहाँ यूएसए ये कहाँ इंडिया एक भी अगर बॉलर 50 ले गया 5 विकेट गया यूएसए पावर प्ले में बस 4 विकेट गिरानी इनकी प्रेशर खुद ही आ जाएगा कहाँ यूएसए कहाँ इंडिया
अभी तो फिलहाल ऐसा नहीं ना कि हम लोग 120 पर 6 है और 3-4 ओवर बाकी है 30-40
94 पे 94 हैं 15 ओवर में 140-50 आराम से बनेंगे सूर्य कुमार यादव 36 पे खड़ा है
बॉल लॉन्ग एक अच्छे जोन में है
एक और चौका
spin from the other end. Vimukti, the left arm spinner, bowling to Zanal. First one firing it in. He knows a good power play for his side is going to do wonders. The last match, ANIB had scored 250 against Omega, so they know that if they do make sure they don't give them a good power play, then could bring ANIB under a bit of pressure. At the moment, the first 2 balls, he's not flighted that one, he's darted it in, making sure he doesn't give Zanal the width he's looking for. Flighted this one, goes on one knee, plays it to the man at square leg, 1 run to the total, takes the score on to 7, brings Imran to strike. A short arm pull, you can say, over the mid wicket for 6. He manufactured the shot. He knew he was going to dart this one in. Ready for it. Comes into position. Have a look. A couple of steps to his right and then takes that swipe. Make sure that the connection is good and the ball sails over the mid wicket boundary for a maximum. First 6 of the game. Takes the score on to 13. This time flights it and sends it towards the square leg boundary. There's a fielder there. So the area is being plugged as soon as there's a boundary being scored. The last over, when Zanal got a boundary of in the cover region, they brought a deep point, and this time when Imran got it over mid wicket, they have a man stationed there. 14 for the loss of no wicket as he last ball of the over sweeps this one towards the man at square leg. 1 more run to the total. 15 runs for no loss at the end of 2 overs. 9 runs coming off it. Zanal batting 7 of 7, Imran batting 7 of 5. Over number 3 to begin. Aftab to continue. Gave away 6 runs of the first over he bowled. It's Zanal on strike. Man at short, third man. Waiting for that flying edge if it comes his way. This time, again, trying to go for the cut. He's fancies that one. Umpire just having a look at the landing of the bowler, wanting to make sure that the surface remains as true as possible with minimum wear and tear. Aftab to Zanal. This time he backs away, but he bowls it away from his arc. Zanal quietly asking whether he could get a wide for that. The umpire declines that one. The umpire का नाम क्या है? umpire का नाम क्या है? उसका सोहेल भट्टी वो तो पता है. Third ball of the over. Trying to go for the big shot, is wrapped on the pads. They quickly take a single, wait for the umpire signal. That's a leg by. Takes the score on to 16. Ahmad, ये वाले अंपायर का नाम क्या है जो फ्रंट अंपायर है?
एक हामिद मुख्तार है, एक ग्लासी वाला और दूसरा जो सोहेल भट्टी है.
Habi?
हामिद
Okay, copy. Hamid Mukhtar, the umpire who's standing at the front, and then at the square is Sohail Bhatti. This time giving him the room to play the shot. Asim misfields at one. Giving away a double there. देख लो रिप्ले दिखा दे, मिसफील्ड दिखा दे. Now we'll look at that misfield there. You can see that it was bowled away from him, gets the toe end of the bat, more like a tennis ball shot, and then Asim didn't bend down correctly to field the ball, gives away 2 runs, takes the score on to 18. Tries to bowl it in to the pitch and straight over the bowler's head for 6. The moment he bowled it in the slot, Imran just helped it on its way and gets a 6 for that. Have a look at that. Up to him, and he just plays it high over the bowler's head, and no chance for any fielder over the long on boundary for 6. Score moves on to 24. Nowhere closer to the shot, just going through the line, going through the motions of that, preempting that this is going to be in the slot, not to be, ends the over. 3 overs gone, 24 for the loss of no wicket. Imran with 2 maximums is on 15 of 7. And Zanal is 7 of 10 with 1 boundary. क्या हुआ?
16 ओवर में 116 4 ओवर में आराम से 40 रन बनेंगे 150 में.
अच्छा ये ओवर में 21 रन मारता है इसमें. अगर अभी जोन में आए ये दोनों तो हर ओवर में 10-15 पर 10-15 है, 160 हो जाएंगे. Over number 4, Vimukti to continue. We're in the 4th over of the power play. This is a 20 over game. Shot, darts it in towards the man at short third, no run there. The Insurance Cricket Premier League being sponsored by Sedgwick, Advanta, Alia Insurance and Brokers, Gameon, and Ideal Surveyors and Loss Adjusters. At this time, Zanal coming down the track. He didn't get to the pitch of the ball. Huh? नहीं बॉल उधर चली गई ready रखना ना. This time darting it, but straight over the man at covers for 4. It was a quicker delivery, but give him the length that he was looking for, and he's too good a batsman to miss out on that. Have a look at that previous delivery. He danced down the track. He missed that one. नहीं ball उधर गई, इधर नहीं है. And the next one, fired it in, but the angle of the ball coming in, it just helped its way towards cover boundary for his second boundary of the innings. Takes the score on to 28. Take a single down to square leg. Score moves on to 29. That's a leg by. वायर देख ले भाई क्या हो रहा है.
नहीं वो उनकी वजह से डिस्टर्ब हो गया.
किसकी वजह से? बंद करूं उसको?
हाँ बंद कर.
उसको बोलता हूं हमें व्हाट्सएप पे कॉल करे.
नहीं मैं यहाँ से देख के आपको बता दूंगा ना कुछ भी होगा.
Goes on to sweep and straight to the man at square leg. So the first wicket to fall. Imran shell-shocked. He thought he had enough elevation to go over the man at square leg, but Aftab was standing right there at square leg. Have a look at that. Tosses up and he goes over, trying to go over, but finds the man at square leg to perfection. The first wicket down. Imran is out. अर्शदीप सिंह 9 नंबर पे, वरुण चक्रवर्ती है सिराज. एक्चुअली सिराज को भेज देना चाहिए था. सिराज को यहाँ पे भेज के बोलना चाहिए भाई 2-3 अर्शदीप को और वरुण चक्रवर्ती, अगर नहीं तो फिर लास्ट में बोलना चाहिए.
मारो घुमाओ जैसे वो जुनैद खान को बोलते थे.
Ahmad batsman at number 3, Sagar Kalyan. He's coming at number 3. First ball drives this towards the long off boundary. There's a fielder there. That's his brother Mohit, who is there at long off. So not only it's a clash of the corporates, this is another small little battle between brothers too. End of 4 overs, 30 for the loss of 1 wicket. नहीं चलता है, पता नहीं इसने दूसरे नंबर से किया था रिपेयर को. मुझे लगता है 95137480 है. नहीं,
ये वाला 972
056
952
952
974.
ये पक्का है.
ये दो नंबर है इसके मेरे पास.
First ball starts off with a wide. Aftab to continue. 14 runs in the first two. उसको बॉल हमने वॉकी स्विच ऑफ किया है, तो हम लोग को मोबाइल पे फ़ोन कर हम लोग कॉल बैक करेंगे अगर कुछ है तो.
हाँ माद अभी ना हमने वोकी टोकी ऑफ किया हुआ है. जब भी रिव्यू वगैरह कुछ आया ना तो मुझे व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज कर देना, ठीक है.
31 for 1 after 4 overs. Sagar on strike after the bowler. Oh, beautiful ball, squaring him up and just kicking off the surface a bit. If you put in a bit of shoulder, you are going to get value. The moment you start pitching it up, these two batsmen are good enough to take you to the boundaries.
50 हो गई.
WhatsApp उस पे भेजा 36190. This time Sagar over the man at short third, one bounce into the fence he goes.
नहीं नहीं वो स्क्रीन डिस्टर्ब हो रही है, दूर रख के भी देगा तो मुझे बता देना, ठीक है. व्हाट्सएप पे बता देना.
Sagar gets a boundary, takes the score on to 35. A slip being brought in once Sagar came in. Is pushing him back onto the back foot, plays it to point. No run there, keeps the score to 35. It's a free hit, it's a no ball. So, overstepping, so with balls into the block hole, straight to the man at point, so he's not able to make any use of the free hit. He backed away to play a shot, but ends up playing it straight to the man at point. No run there. Score remains on 36. 4.3 overs. Current run rate of 8 should take them to 160. Looking at the wicket, it looks to be a good wicket to bat on. And as the game progresses and the dew starts setting in, ANIB will find it difficult to hold the ball, so they should be hoping that the dew doesn't set in. As he plays it in the air towards the cover boundary, one bounce to the fence he goes. Aftab again erring in line there, he bowled it outside the off stump and enough width for Sagar to make use of it. Have a look at that. He opens the face of the bat this time and one bounce in the fence he goes. Not a bad idea if he brings the man at covers instead of point and invites that drive again. He could go in for a 6 or so, but if he skews this one the way he did now, he could play straight in the hands of the man at covers. And that's the change that they're doing right now. You see a man from gully going to deep point, and the man at short third going on to short fine. shot this time, plays it into the ground. It goes to the man at covers. They take a single for that. Takes a score on to 41. One ball left in the over. Aftab's gone for 25 of the 2.5 that he's bowled so far. Sagar batting 10 or 7. And Zanal batting on 11 or 14. Time brings the ball back in. Zanal plays it towards the man at square leg. A shy at the non-striker's end, and a misfield allows that extra run. End of the over. 5 gone, 43 for the loss of 1 wicket. The man out, Mohammad Imran, of the bowling of Vimukti the previous over. Bowling change. Keshav, another left arm spinner, comes. He replaces Vimukti, who had just bowled 2 overs. Sagar, the batsman, plays it towards the man at covers. No run there. Asim, the fielder, there. This time darting it towards the man at short fine, wanting a single. The short fine quite quick to make sure the batsman doesn't get a run there. "43 for 1, Keshav. This time again darting it into the and straight to the man at mid-on. Trying to get the elevation over the man at mid-on, and the second wicket is down. This is the wicket of Sagar Kalyan. 43 for the loss of 2 wickets. Sagar is out for 10 of 10. Trying to force the issue because of the dot balls that were there in the power play. Have a look at that. Plays it in the air and straight to the man at mid-on. He didn't have to move. And Anzar, the fielder, who takes the catch. And ANIB in a slight bit of bother, losing their 2 premier batsmen. And with Zanal not firing on all cylinders, it's going to be a hard task. The left-hander on strike, Hafizur Rahman, comes to the center. So wide to start off with, and the ball going towards the boundary for 5 runs, 5 needless runs. Have a look at that, darting it into the batsman, ends up bowling it down the leg side. Khurram's not happy with that, and 5 runs added to the total. Quite a bit of batting still to come, but they will want a good partnership between the number 4 and the captain at the moment. Keshav now, after 3 dot balls, gave a 5 wide and now continues with a dot ball. As plays it off the pad, no run there. Last ball of the over coming up. Trying to cut that one, end of the over. Takes the score to 48 for 2 at the end of 6 overs. As we have a look at the scorecard so far. Al Nabada Insurance captain winning the toss, and he elected to take first strike. Zanal batting 13 of 15, 2 boundaries. Imran out for 15 of 9 with 2 sixes. He was caught by Aftab off the bowling of Vimukti. And Sagar Kalyan 10 of 10 with 2 boundaries. Trying to force the pace, got caught at mid-on by Anzar off the bowling of Keshav. Hafizur Rahman is yet to get off the mark. 10 extras in the innings, 48 for the loss of 2. At the end of 6 overs, we have a look at the bowling card so far. Started? Have a look at the bowling card so far. Aftab 3 overs, 27 runs, no wicket. Vimukti 2 overs, 14 runs, 1 wicket. Keshav Sharma 1 over, 5 runs, 1 wicket. And now it is Iftikhar Ahmed who comes, Iftikhar who comes into bowl. First wicket falling at the score of 29, second at 43. And the off spinner comes to as he chops onto the stumps. First ball, not the kind of ball that you should be trying to go back and cut. Imran is a tall man and he bowls stumps to stump. And now it's the 3rd wicket that has fallen. Zanal's scratchy innings comes to play. Have a look at that. Darts it in and he cuts this one right onto the stumps. The 3rd wicket gone at the score of 48, and Zanal's scratchy innings comes to an end. Arshdeep Singh out. चलो 4 और 6 बॉल 140 for 8. अभी लास्ट ओवर पूरा इसको खेलना पड़ेगा, भले सिंगल डिनाई कर देना. $150 बना दे तो
मुझे 150 छक्का पड़ा, छक्का 10 रन तो आ गए सब.
90 20 over है ना. Imran Iftikhar starts off with the wicket of the first ball. And Syed, who takes the first. कौन? Arshdeep out हुआ ना? Syed Maktoum comes in and gets a single of the first ball, takes the score on to 49. And the off-spinner now bowling to the left-hander. वही ना, उसने लास्ट बॉल पे मारने की किया होगा, उसने विकेट दे दी अपनी, बाउंड्री या दो पहला बॉल बाउंड्री.
150 तो हो जाएंगे, 6 रन बचे, सिंगल भी करेंगे तो.
Imran to the left-hander plays it with soft hands. There's a bit of a miscommunication, but in the end they complete the single, and he's off the mark with that single. Takes the score on to 50 for 3 in 6.3 overs at the rate of 7.69. वाकई में कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है बराबर से.
6.3 7.69 कमाल किया है.
Bowling it back to the bowler. Imran has just given away 2 runs of the 4 balls he's bowled. Tight lines. This one driving it down the ground. There's a man at long on. Syed Maktoum just making sure that this time he plays it slightly away from the bowler to get that single. Chaka. This time asking for an LBW, but probably this one's going over the sticks. That is why the umpire is not interested. End of the over, a successful one for the Orient Insurance, giving away 3 runs of that over and getting a wicket. 51 for 3 at the end of 7 overs. स्क्रीन कभी कभी डुप्लीकेट स्क्रीन है मेरी स्क्रीन टूट गई थी उसने जो लगा के दिए ना वो फ्रीज हो जाते कभी कभी फोन पूरा बंद करना पड़ता है और फिर ऑन करना पड़ता है. Over number 8, coming from outside the off stump, trying to sweep this one. The keeper Khurram misses that one, and 2 byes added to the total takes the score on to 53. Playing this back to the bowler, dot ball.
कैप्टन इनिंग खेल गया.
53 for 3 in 7.2. Said Makhdoom this time gets the width that he is looking for, cuts this one towards the cover boundary. The fielder coming around, keeps it down to a single. Takes the score. Not last ball. 160 for 8.
ये बोल दिया आपने. ये वाला स्कोर कार्ड बोल दिया आपने.
54 for 3. 7.3 overs.
160 for 8.
Brings the left-hander onto strike. Cuts this one towards the cover region. They take a single for that. Takes the score on to 55. We're in the 8th over of the game. This is the elite clash in the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 12 at the 7th District Stadium. Ground number 2. Plays it straight to the man at mid-off and they take off for a single. Takes the score on to 57. Sorry, takes it on to 56 with one more ball left in the over. क्या स्कोर हुआ लास्ट में? 161. Late cut, plays it towards the third man fence, and the 2 runs added to the total takes the score on to 58. 58 for 3 at the end of 8 overs. Last ball कितना बना? 1. 161. नंबर पे कॉल कर 0528739256.
व्हाट्सएप में या नंबर
व्हाट्सएप पे नहीं आएगा ना, तो नॉर्मल कॉल कर. उठा नहीं पाऊंगा मेरे क्योंकि भाई
बैलेंस नहीं है ना.
और तेरी
कॉल तो जा रही है.
स्क्रीन ऑन नहीं हो रही, स्क्रीन ही नहीं आ रही. 58 for 3 at the end of 8 overs. Over number 9, Imran Iftikhar to start. Drives us towards the cover region. A single to start. Takes the score on to 59. This one, quicker one this time. And Hafiz playing it softly. Keeper does the rest. This time going for the big one. Plays it towards the man at mid-wicket. 1 run to the total. Vimukti, the fielder there, keeps it down to a single. Takes the score on to 60. 60 for 3. Onto the back foot, plays it towards, covers Asim doing the fielding there, but cannot stop the single. Takes the score on to 61. 61 for 3 after 8.4. In the air towards the mid-wicket region, there's a fielder there who keeps it down to a single, straight to the man, into the keeper's gloves. One more run, 62 for 3. Last ball of the 9th over coming up. Both these batsmen now in the rebuilding phase at the loss of the 3rd wicket. Time going for the sweep and a boundary after quite some time to end the over. 66 for 3 at the end of 9. Syed Maktoum is batting 10 of 10 and Hafiz is batting 6 of 10. Imran 2 overs 11. Have a look, coming from outside the off stump, plays this one towards the square leg area. There's nobody there, so gives a boundary at the end of the over. 66 for 3. Current run rate 7.33 in 9 overs. Over number 10 to start. As Hafiz on strike, he's struggling at the moment. He's not getting the ball off the square. Ramiz Abdul is the fifth bowler. Remember, Ramiz had scored the winning runs in the last. Hafiz going on the back foot, playing it towards the long off region. Gets a single for that. Takes the score on to 67.
इधर वाली या फिर इधर वाली कोई टेस्ट थी
67. This time playing fine towards the man at short fine. They take off for a single and get that easily. Ramiz is lucky they bowled it on the pads, but the batsman couldn't make much use of it. Just gets a single. 3 balls done, 2 runs coming in the over. Score is 68 for 3. 7.16 the current run rate. Sam plays it over the man at mid wicket for a maximum. Much needed boundary for ANIB Bulls. Have a look at that. Gets to the middle of the bat and over long on for a maximum. This time in the air again. Daisy found enough. Not enough. He gets 1 and they come back for 2. Sufyan the fielder just misfields it. Allows that second run. Hafiz now trying to change gears. He was struggling so at the moment. He's got 8 runs of the last 2 balls and he's now gone to 15 or 14. Ramiz has already given away 10 runs of the first 5 balls. Last ball, and this time plays it towards the man at long on. There's a fielder there. Mohit the fielder, single to end the over. 10 overs gone, 77 for the loss of 3 wickets. चक्रवर्ती रन आउट है सूर्य कुमार नॉट आउट 84 और 49 मैं बोलता 20 रन और होते थे ना तो ये और भी थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता इनके लिए Hafizur Rahman plays it to the man at covers and the ball reaching the boundary, but the fielder there in between stops that one. रही है क्या? हाँ? स्क्रीन ऐसा है. Mohit giving away one run of the first ball he bowled, coming from round the wicket to Syed Mukdum. Plays it towards short fine. They take a single there. This time trying to cut the one, doesn't get any connection. Ball into Khurram's gloves. Probably Al Nabuda needs to now reassess the situation, whether this is a wicket which is a 200 plus wicket or anything between the range of 150, 160 can be defended out here. The ball's not coming onto the bat. It is skidding through, but it's not coming as it was in the previous game that they played. Gets a single of this ball. The misfield at short third. The umpire, the wicketkeeper and the batsman are inspecting. Probably some part of the pitch is just trying to wear off, just making sure that it remains intact. It's the last ball of the over coming up. Drives this one towards the extra cover region. There's a misfield there by the fielder. Allows them to go in for 2 runs. Is that a run out? I guess this will be referred upstairs. He's trying to go for the run. Check, ready kar. ऊपर नहीं दिखाना. This one's going upstairs. Confusion between both the batsmen. Check. Bol.
वो देखे इसको छोड़ा है.
As the ball is thrown and the batsman is the stump broken. Batsman has reached the crease and it will be considered not out. We'll wait for the message to be relayed to the umpire. Wait for the umpire's signal. That's a not out. (82) for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 11. (82) for 3. As trying to swing hard at that one is Hafiz, and Rami is managing to take it, slant it across the left-hander. Score remains on 82, 11 gone. Current run rate of 7.34. This time playing it towards the extra cover region. There's a fielder there and keeps it down to a single. Is that a second run? Do they go upstairs again? Have a look at that. Umpire not interested. $84 for 3. In the air. And the man at long off takes it very easily. Keshav the fielder and Hafizur Rahman is out for 20 of 22 balls. Rami is this time rolling his fingers on the ball. He plays it in the air but doesn't get the elevation that he's looking for, and the ball nestling safely into the hands of the fielder at long off. Have a look at that. Moving a bit in his crease, slows this one up, but wanting to go over long on, plays it towards long off, and easy catch for the fielder at long off rather. That's Keshav who takes the catch. $84 for 4. सेकंड बॉल पे उसने पहले ओवर में 2 रन दिए हर्षदीप ने. गलती गया यार. सिराज ने बहुत टाइम से खेला नहीं, उसको लेके आने का मतलब समझ में नहीं आता यार. कोई भी न्यूजीलैंड की सीरीज में नहीं खेला, वो कैसे आ जाता है 11 में. गंभीर को ना निकाल देना चाहिए सारे. Another left-hander, Mohammad Uzair coming to the center. Cautious start, plays with a single. He's a hard-hitting batsman, so do the opponents know. So they will be having their plans. They will not want to give him anywhere in the slot to him because he has the broad shoulders which can take the ball into the stands. Remember the last game they played against Omega, he came in and scored four sixes together, and then Syed Maktoum followed it with another couple of sixes where they plundered 36 of the first 6 balls between both of them. As of now, Ramesh has given him a single and managed to keep him off strike. 85 for 4. This time flicks it towards the man at fine leg. The fine leg fielder misfields and the ball just makes its way towards the fence. Misses his footing there, and he wanted to go with trying to save the ball with his legs. Ended up wrong footing himself. Have a look at that. Into the pads, fine trickles it. The fielder at fine leg goes down, and then suddenly you see him tripping away, allowing the ball to go through the boundary and slowly touches the skirting for 4 more. This time plays it towards the square leg area. They complete 1 and easily come back for the second. So 2 runs more added to the total. Takes the score on to 91. Twelve gone, 91 for 4. Mohit to continue. 5 runs of the first over that he gave. Playing this one towards short cover. So takes a single. Brings Syed Maktoum onto strikes. This time down leg side. Kuram 2 is beaten there, and the ball is making its way towards the fence, but the fielder there brings it back in. 3 wides. Mohit bowling the wrong line, trying to cramp him for room, bowling this one down leg side, so will give away 3 more runs. Takes the score on to 95. This one playing it towards the mid-wicket region for a single. Takes the score on to 96. (96 for 4). Another dot ball. Uzair trying to cut this one quite close to his body. This time on the front foot, plays it towards cover region. Asim, the fielder there, keeps it down to a single. Takes the score on to 97. 4 balls up in the over. It's given away 6 runs so far. This time playing it towards square leg. They've complete 1. They come back for 2. Takes the score on to 99 with 1 ball to go in the over. Playing towards mid wicket. They complete 1. Ends the over. 13 gone. 100 for the loss of 4 wickets. Good over for the ANIB Bulls. 9 runs coming off it. Mohit 2 overs, 14 runs, no wicket. Uzair batting 3 of 4 and Syed Makhdoom batting 24 of 18. Vimukti comes back into the attack. 2 overs, 14 runs, 1 wicket to him. Current run rate 7.69. We need another 42 balls left in this innings. As Vimukti bowls to Syed Makhdoom. Plays this one towards the square leg boundary. The fielder there folds it just inside the fence. They come back for 2. Take the score on to 102. Comes down the track, plays it towards, doesn't get to the pitch of the ball, but just enough to play towards long on. Takes the score on to 103. Vimukti has to now bowl it to the left-hander with the ball coming into him. Does Uzair go over cow corner or mid-wicket? I guess trying to take the ball away from him, from his hitting zone. He's come for over the wicket, so probably trying to make him play towards the offside rather than playing into his strength area. and he pitches this one on the pads and sends this towards fine leg. It doesn't matter if it doesn't come in the mid wicket area. He's more than happy to play it into the fine leg and long leg area. Fired that one in, and this is what he was looking for. The moment it's fired off, just a flick, and with those broad shoulders and broad bat, it went to the fine leg like a rocket. Takes the score on to 107. Again, onto the pads. He's trying to cramp him up for room. Rami is doing the fielding there at short fine. Wait for the umpire signal. Leg by being signaled. That's one more run. Takes the score on to 108. This time bowling it quicker through the air, but plays it towards the man at point. A misfield there allows both the batsmen to take a single. Score moves on to 109. 9 runs coming off this over so far. The best part is there's no dot ball, so they've managed to score every ball. Last ball of the over. Trying to force this one, plays it towards long off. They complete one. Wanting the second, but not to be. 10 runs coming off this over. 110 for 4 at the end of 14 overs. Imran Iftikhar to continue. Is bowling to the left-hander Uzair. Plays it towards the man at long off. The slight fumble. These boys are going to make use of it. He takes advantage. And Uzair comes back quickly for the second. Syed Maktoum 2. A quick runner between the wickets. Gets the score on to 112. This time slightly quicker, plays it towards covers. Asim, he too misfields and allows the ball to go through. One more run added. They should have, what should have been 2 singles in the over as 2 doubles. मैं चेक कर ग्राउंड पे ड्यू है क्या? ग्राउंड पे ड्यू है क्या? ड्यू and cuts this one towards the gully region for 4. takes the score on to 118. फील्डरों ने क्या मेहंदी लगाई हुई है, बॉल उनके हाथों से छूट रहा है. Slightly short, and Uzair rocks back, cuts that one, and no chance for the fielder at gully. Once it crosses him, the ball was always going to touch the boardings there. So score moves on to 118 for 4. Boundary है, boundary. क्या कर रहा है ये लड़का? Straight to the fielder there. भाई तीसरा बॉल बाउंड्री था, डॉट लगाया तुमने. तीसरा बॉल बाउंड्री था. Fifth ball, playing it towards covers, another misfield, gets a single. Takes the score on to 119. 9 runs coming off this over, 1 ball to go. Asking for an LBW, umpires unmoved. Probably the impact is outside the line of off stump. Trying to go for a run out at the non-striker's end, ends up giving another overthrow. Waiting for the umpire's signal, is off the bat, is what he says. 11 runs of this over. Score moves on to 121 for 4 at the end of 15. Vimukti to continue. Uzair, the batsman, as he plays this one straight to the man at gully. Asim was standing there, and Uzair is out just when a partnership was building and the momentum was shifting towards the ANIB Bulls. Vimukti gets Uzair out, caught straight to the man at gully. Asim, the fielder there, who takes the catch. Have a look at that. Tosses this one up. He wedges this one outer half of the bat straight to the man at gully, and he didn't have to move an millimeter to take that catch. 121 for 5 now. बोलो
15.1 की वीडियो निकालनी है, जरा के खिलाफ एक्शन लेना है।
क्या लेना है?
जरा के खिलाफ एक्शन लेना है, उसने विकेट पे बैट मारा है।
बैट्समैन ने
करने के बाद एग्रेशन में बैट पे विकेट मारा, विकेट बैट पे मारा है।
ओके ठीक है, निकालते हैं अपन।
ये मैच के बाद इसमें बात करनी है।
दिखाओ, दिखा ना।
ऐसी टकराता हुआ गया।
नहीं मारना क्या है? अच्छा खिलाड़ी है तो अब तुम मतलब थोड़ी है तो इतनी बड़ी क्रिकेट खेलते हैं।
हाँ रूल रूल
Asking for an LBW, umpire is not interested. Ronak, who's coming at number 7 at the fall of the wicket of Mohammad Uzair, waiting for the umpire's decision. Is it off the bat? It's a leg by, doesn't matter. He gets a single for that. Brings Syed on to strike, who's on 30 of 22. Ronak is none of one ball. Comes down the track, plays it towards the long off region. The fielder coming round to his left, keeps it down to a single towards the keeper. Good throw. It's a case of fine margins. The moment you miss the ball and it's about a few inches away from you, these batsmen are good enough to steal a single. But if you're on the ball, you manage to save yourself one run. Comes down the track, plays it towards the cover region. There's a fielder there. This time, Aftab, he's the fielder. He fields the ball, gives it back to the bowler. 124 for 5, 15.4. Played it straight to the man at deep square leg. There's another fielder there who takes the catch. And Mimukti gets Syed Maktoum. He got both the set batsmen in a space of 4 deliveries. Looping this one, playing it on the up. Couldn't control the shot. And straight to the man at square leg. Even he too didn't have to move an inch for that catch. So the 6th wicket down at 124. And Vimukti has 3 to himself. He's given away 25 runs in the 3.5. He's got one more ball in this spell tonight. (26 for 3 after 5.3). Achievable है, but bowling किस-किससे कराई अभी तक, क्योंकि इन दोनों ने किया स्पिनर. First ball, Naveed plays it towards the cover region. They take a single for that. End of Vimukti's spell for tonight. 4 overs, 26 runs and 3 wickets. 125 for 6 at the end of 16 overs. Current rate of 7.81 should take them close to around 155. But ideally, they would want to breach the 160-165 mark. Orient 2 boasts of a good batting lineup, but this wicket doesn't look too conducive for the big strokes. But you only can tell when both the sides have played their part on the pitch. Imran Iftikhar, this time Naveed plays it down towards the man at long on. Single completed, takes the score on to 126. Ronak on strike, he's batting 1 of 2. Playing it towards the deep square leg area, they finish 1. Don't think of the second. Score goes on to 127. Imran Iftikhar's last over, he's given for 24 runs and taken 1 wicket. So does he get another wicket or so in this last 4 balls? Plays it towards the man at long off. There's a fielder there. Another single added to the total. Takes the score on to 128. Down the track, plays it again towards the square leg area. There's a fielder there. They complete 1. Decide against the second. Fifth ball of the over coming up. 4 balls, 4 singles taken. Brings Naveed back on strike. Playing again this one too towards square leg. The fielder there kept busy with for the right-handers. 130 for 6 with 1 ball to go in the 17th over. Playing it towards the square leg area, and this time finding the boundary, the last ball of the over. Score moves on to 134 with that boundary. Have a look at that, bisecting the deep square leg and the mid wicket for 4. So much needed boundary. Takes the score on to 134 after 17. Imran 4 overs, 31 runs and 1 wicket. He completes his spell for the night. Keshav to continue, plays it towards a square leg. They complete 1, wanting the second. A wayward throw allows the batsman to come back for the second. Score moves on to 136. Be called a wide, takes the score on to 137. Beaten in the flight. So dot ball. Plays it in the air. The man at square leg will come into play. And a straightforward catch. Mohit the fielder takes an easy catch. So Naveed is out. He's out for 6 of 7 balls. And Keshav has another one to his name. 7th wicket down. 137 for 7. Have a look at that. Tosses the give up. Naveed stretching himself. Doesn't get the ball in the middle. Gets the height. And Mohit takes a safe catch at mid wicket. Kabir Rasu comes in at number 9. Current score 137 for 7. Plays it towards the long off region. They complete 1. Sufyan, the fielder, takes the score on to 138. Keshav is into his 3rd over, so he will be bowling the 18th and probably bowl the 20th if required. Playing towards the cover region. Asim misfields that one and the ball races away towards the boundary. No chance for the fielder at deep point to cut that one off. Takes the score on to 142 with 1 ball left in the over. Have a look at the ANIB camp out there. Supporters and players. Comes inside out. Asim, the ball turning at the last minute. Asim not able to cut that one off and allows the boundary. This time playing it towards the man at long on. They complete a single. Ends the over. 143 for 7 at the end of 18 overs. Kabir Rasu batting 1 of 1 and Ronak is on 12 of 7 with a boundary to his credit. Aftab Khan coming to bowl his last over, the penultimate over of the innings. plays this towards point. There's a fielder there, keeps it down to a single. Takes Ronak off strike, brings Kavirasu on strike. So what Orient will be looking for, keep Ronak off strike as much as possible. Put pressure on the new number 9, Kavirasu. Even if you don't get him out, try to get a couple of 2 or 3 dot balls just to make sure they don't touch the 160 mark. Yes, dot ball right under the bat. Kavirasu slightly late on that. Had he made sure he made good contact, this might have gone to the third man, but he missed that one, so it is a dot ball. That's what I was talking about. He string a couple of dot balls or more and then put the pressure on Ronak to try to do something different to get a boundary and some runs for a side. No ball is what they did, and they managed to take a single towards point, wanting the second, but not to be. So it's a no ball and a free hit coming up. Overstepping here. Waiting for the umpire signal for a free hit. Yes, it is. Have a look at that. No ball by a distance, and he's rightfully penalized for that. Free hit coming up and plays it towards the deep mid wicket area. The complete one. Don't get a chance for the second. So just a single of that free hit. Very well knowing that Ronak will want to get under the ball. Made sure this time he lands his foot behind the line and keeps the ball in the block hole area. Even if it is a low full toss, very minimal chance that he could get anything substantial out of it. 143, 146 for 7. Slower one. It's a dot ball, so 2 more balls left in the over. Short this time, is expecting a full delivery, but this time bowls it short. Kavirasu was surprised with that. The ball followed him. He couldn't get any bat onto that. So it's another dot ball. Last ball, full toss, plays it towards covers. Asim unable to cut that off, and the fielder manages to keep it inside the field of play. They get 2. End of the over. 149 for 7. Kavirasu on 4 of 6. And Ronak batting 14 of 9. Aftab completes his quota of 4 overs, gone for 33 runs without getting a wicket. In last over of the innings. Strike Keshav, the bowler, 2 for 19 in this 3 overs, 149 for 7. How many more can they accumulate in this last over? And how many can they keep it down to? Khurram said that he'll be happy to chase anything less than 160 odd. Let's see how much it is. Ronak comes down the track, plays it towards the cover region. They will come finish one, and this ball will race away towards the boundary. Good start to the over. Keshav immediately changing the field. Have a look at it. He darted this. Ronak comes down to the pitch of the ball, plays it to the right of the man at short covers. Asim unable to cut that off. So the 150 coming up, 153 for 7 after 19.1. Ronak batting 18 of 10. We'll go for the reverse sweep, asking for a decision. Ball going towards the third man fielder for a single. It's off the bat, so takes the score on to 154. Dot ball, firing that one in. Kavirasu playing all over that. All he needs to understand is if he doesn't get a big shot, he just gets a single, goes to the other end. Ronak is in a better position to get those extra runs that they're looking for. This time again beaten in flight. And Ronak just telling him, get me the single, let me try to face the last ball at least. 154 for 7. 5 runs coming in the first 4 balls. Again, this time playing it straight to the man at gully, and Asim takes a very good catch. His second of the evening. The innings coming up. Adil, the man who's going to take strike for the last ball. Good over by Keshav so far. He went for the boundary of the first ball, but since then he get a last ball, beats the third man fielder. The ball going away towards the third man boundary. The complete 2. Will they come back for the third? They come back for the third and doesn't want to risk that one. So 3 runs of the last ball. Wasn't the right thing for Keshav to do. What he should have done is wait for Khurram to come there, and had Khurram rallied the ball back, he could have saved 1 run for his side. 3 runs of the last ball. Waiting for the umpire's decision if there's a short run. Copied. So it's the 1 run short. So they end up with 156 for 8 at the end of 20 overs. Adil not out 2 of 1. Ronak not out 19 of 11. We have a look at the scorecard. ANIB Bulls captain winning the toss. Electing take first strike. And we have the scorecard. Zanal bowled Imran Iftikhar for 13 of 16 with 2 boundaries, no sixes. Mohammad Imran 15 of 9 with 2 sixes, caught by Aftab off the bowling of Vimukti. Sagar Kalyan 10 of 10 with 2 boundaries, no sixes. He was caught by Anzar off the bowling of Keshav. Hafizur Rahman 20 of 22 with 1 6. He was caught by Keshav off the bowling of Ramesh. Syed Maktoum 31 of 24, 2 boundaries, no sixes. He was caught by Asad Ali off the bowling of Vimukti. Uzair Khan caught by Syed Asim off the bowling of Vimukti, 17 of 13 with 2 boundaries. Ronak Khandelwal 19 of 11 balls, 3 boundaries, no sixes. Naveed caught Mohit Kalyan, bowled Keshav for 6 of 7 with no boundaries. Kavir Rasu caught Syed Asim, bowled Keshav for 4 of 9. And Adil, the last ball, getting 2 runs, not out of 1 ball. 19 next toss, 156 for 8. We have a look at the bowling card and the fall of wickets. Fall of wickets first. Mohammad Imran was out for the score of 29. Sagar Kalyan at the score of 43. Zanal, the captain, out at the score of 48. Hafizur Rahman out at the score of 84. Uzair Khan out at the score of 121. Syed Maktoum out at the score of 124. They both fell in the same over. Naveed out at the score of 137. And Kavir Rasu in the penultimate ball at 154. The bowling analysis: 6 bowlers used. Aftab Khan, expensive, 4 overs, 33 runs, no wicket. Vimukti 4 overs, 26 runs, 3 wickets, the pick of the bowlers. And Keshav 4 overs, 26 runs, 3 wickets. Both of them shared 6 wickets among themselves. Imran Iftikhar 4 overs, 31 runs, 1 wicket. Ramesh 2 overs, 20 runs, 1 wicket. And Mohit Kalyan 2 overs, 14 runs, no wicket. So Orient need 157 runs in their allotted 20 overs to make it to the finals in this elite clash of the Insurance Cricket Premier Club Season 12. We have a short break. When we come for the reply in the next few minutes. Welcome back. The chase underway in this last league game of the elite clash in the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 12, being played at the 7 District Stadium here in Ajman. 156 is what Al Nabuda made in their allotted 20 overs after Zanal won the toss and elected to bat. Having a word with Khurram at the midway through, he said it's just not a straight off wicket where you can tee off, so it will be quite important with the new ball. How much do Orient go after so that they can chase this down? It's a very simple game so far. The winner of this game makes it to the finals and plays next week against Omega Insurance. And the winner and the losers will have to make their way home. Syed Asim, the man who is going to open the innings with Sufyan. Uzair, left arm over, will start the proceedings. Interesting to see what the instructions will be to Asim and Sufyan. with the new to counter the new ball, as this one kicks off the surface straight away. Some bounce with the new cherry. Uzair bowling to Azam. Down the leg side, beaten for pace. Doesn't make any contact. It's Zanal not keeping stumps today, probably not feeling too well. With so many back-to-back games, it's quite tough on the body sometimes. Onto the pads, between the legs, good take by the wicket keeper. Sagar keeping stumps in place of Zanal. The team yet to get off the mark. It's no runs on the board. Wedging that one quite late on the ball, just back past him towards the wicket keeper. Try to get a few dot balls, make sure the pressure is there on the batsman, doesn't want to let them off the hook. Another dot ball, fifth ball of the over. Sorry, that was a last ball of the over coming up. Orient yet to get off the mark. Probably want to fancy a big shot, come down the wicket rather, or back away and play it with the pace on. Drive this towards short cover. Zanal, the fielder there, is not keeping stumps. So end of the first over, maiden to start off. Over number 2 to begin, Hafizur Rahman, another left-arm seamer, is going to operate with the new ball. 2 balls being used per innings due to the wetness on the field. So the playing conditions out here. Sufyan plays it over point and the ball races away towards the boundary. First boundary for him, first boundary for the Orient team. Gets off the mark with a handsome stroke. It's width on offer and he makes good use of that. And the ball racing away towards the boundary. Four for no loss. Change in the field. Drives this one towards covers the fielder there, doesn't allow the ball to go through, keeps them on strike. This time bringing the ball back in, man at short covers doing the fielding there. Make sure they doesn't get a run for that. Score remains on 4. It's going to be a battle of nerves out here. Got to make sure that who holds the better nerves in this situation. Onto the pads, playing towards the square leg area. He gets 1, takes the score on to 5, brings Asim to the center. What are you? 5 for the loss of no wicket. Asim yet to get off the mark. He's faced 6 balls. Hafiz bowling. This time bringing it in towards left of the man at short covers. They complete a single. Asim just making it. Would have been in trouble had Zanal hit the stumps. Score moves on to 6.
अभी इसकी केबल चेंज करके वरना मैं पहले चला था केबल चेंज कर दी इसकी केबल खराब हो गई।
अच्छा 1.4 overs gone. 6 for the driving this one towards the point region. There's a fielder there.
जीत गया इंडिया।
पता नहीं देखना भाई आसिम ने 5वें बॉल पे सिंगल लिया था। हाँ कॉपीड हो गया है। Was there to continue? Bowling to Sufyan. Going down leg side will be called a wide. Both the batsmen are interested in trying to get, both the bowler and keeper are interested in trying to get caught behind. Umpire not interested. Sufyan on strike. Uzair is playing with soft hands towards a man at gully. Misfield there. Asim not keen on taking that risky single. Abid the fielder there. Eight for no loss in 2.2 overs. 2.1 rather. Chance of a run out, and Asim is just making that single with great effort. Takes the score on to 9. Asim on strike. Uzair the bowler. He had bowler made into him. Again, this one squaring him up. Beaten for pace again. Keeps the score on to 9. This time cutting him up again. He's not giving him the length that he's looking for. He's just too quick with the pace that he has. And at the moment, Asim is all at sea against the left armour. Another short ball, and again confusing Asim. He's trying to show that he is going full pace, but then dropping the pace, and Asim has not yet been able to get a single off the 9 balls he's faced against Uzair. coming from round the wicket now. Down leg side, trying to slant this one far away from the wicket keeper. 5 runs. If Asim is not able to get it off the bat, he manages to induce him to bowl one down leg side and get 5 wides for that. That will help the team. Have a look at that wayward ball way down leg side, and he knows that he's messed this one up. Sagar had no chance to collect that one. Takes the score. Again, coming back from round the wicket. This time playing with soft hands straight to the man at point. No run, rather gully, no run there. Abid the fielder. End of the third over, 14 for the loss of no wicket. Mohammad Sufyan 7 of 7, and Syed Asim is batting 1 of 11. Shot, playing it into the cover region. There's a fielder there, but Ronak is unable to sight that one, managing to make sure that he gives him only a single, gets him off strike. This time Asim playing it through the point region. One bounce into the fence he goes. Finally he gets something at the middle of the bat, and the ball racing away towards the boundary. Much needed boundary for Asim. Much needed boundary for Orient. Takes the score on to 19 for the loss of no wicket in 3.2 overs. One bounce, and the moment it was hit, look at the man at covers and the man at extra covers, both of them having a look at the bowler. And he shouldn't be bowling that line. He's kept, Uzair has built the pressure in by keeping Asim quiet. He's not been able to score off him, and at the moment they will want him to keep that pressure on. 19 for no loss. This time back towards mid-on, no run there. Syed Asim plays it in the air, and a one-hander by Kavir Asu. Held his hand out. He's slightly tall, and make sure he holds on to the catch. And the first wicket down. Syed Asim, the man who's out, caught by Kavir Asu. Have a look at that. He plays it on the top half of the bat, and Kavir Asu just putting his arm around, making sure he takes that one, and celebrates with Zanal for that lovely catch he's taken. First wicket down at the score of 19. Brings ORIENT के लिए अच्छा हो गया कि शायद आसिम आउट होगा. 57 of 17 balls. First ball, bringing it back into the batsman, straight into the keeper's gloves. It's a good ball to follow up after the wicket that he's taken. Sivan, the man at number 3. .5 completed. Drives this one towards covers. They wanted a single but don't get that. The man at point doing the fielding. End of a successful over. 19 for 1 at the end of 4. Orient Insurance needing another 138 of 16 balls. Required run rate has jumped to 8.62. Over number 5, Uzair to start. Sufyan, the batsman. Short ball, plays it towards the square leg area. There's no fielder there. The man at mid wicket couldn't come around and cut the ball. So 4 runs to the total. Shot, Sufyan onto the onside and straight towards the square leg area for 4. Score moves on to 23. Sam on the back foot plays it towards point, and by the time Kaverasu can field, they quickly take a single. Sivan now comes on strike. He's just faced 2 balls. He's yet to get off the mark. Sivan trying to go fish for that one is beaten outside the off stump. Score remains on 24. Edge this one, beating the man at short third, and the ball races away towards the boundary. He gets off the mark, not in convincing style, but will help him ease the nerves a bit as he's off the mark. He's now 4 of 4. Have a look at that. Fishes that one. There's no slip there. There's no chance for him for anybody to take that one. And score moves on to 28. 4.4 completed. 2 more balls left in the over. This time, much better line into the pads. Playing it back to the bowler. Just 1 more ball left in the over. Wrapped on the pads. No umpire not interested. This should be going down leg side. Uzair is a bit perplexed that why didn't he get, but this one's going down leg side. End of the over. 29 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 5 overs. Over number 6, Hafiz to continue. He's the one who got the wicket last over. He's bowling to Sivan. Trying to force this one, playing towards the man at mid-on, and they take a quick single. Takes the score on to 30. Sufyan has been kept off strike for some time. He's batting at 13 of 10. Wonder what will be going through his mind. He's seen that his opening partner had taken a few deliveries which didn't allow him much of the strike, and then at the moment, 7-2 has taken a few balls. So how does he go about trying to maximize the last over of power play? Needing another 127 more runs of the remaining 89 balls. Plays it in the air, over the man at mid-off. Few bounces into the fence, he goes. Score moves on to 34. Replay. Faizur Rahman bowling it right up to him, and free flow of the arms goes towards the long off boundary for 4. 5 runs coming of the first 2 balls. This time uppercut towards the man at covers. Naveed, the fielder there, keeps it down to 2, managing to save the boundary. This time shortening the length, but it sat up to be hit. He went after it, didn't get it quite the distance that he wanted to, got a bit of height, so that allowed Naveed enough time to come around to his right and collect the ball, keep it down to 2, takes the score on to 36. This time over the leg side, and 1 bounce towards the long leg boundary for 4. So Sufyan's just started to find his mojo here. Takes the score on to 40. The umpire says 1 bouncer for the over. This is the over that they're looking for. Have a look at that. Slightly short in front of the face, and just helps it on his way towards long leg. 1 bounce and into the fence she goes. Takes the score on to 40. For the loss of 1 wicket. Last 2 balls of the power play to come. Sufyan batting now 23 of 13. This time drives this through, covers straight to the man there. 1 bounce, no run there. 6 inches on either side. Probably Zanal too wouldn't be able to stop that one. Last ball of the power play. Last ball of the power play. 40 for 1. Plays it towards deep point. There's a fielder there. End of power play, 41 for the loss of 1 wicket. Man outside Asim. caught by Kavira, so off the bowling of Hafiz. Sivan batting 5 of 7 and Sufyan batting 24 of 15. First change, another left armer. This time it's the left arm spinner coming from round the wicket. He's bowling to Sufyan. Goes back and places over the man at wide long off for a boundary. Eluding the man at short covers. And Ronak is introduced in the attack and is welcomed with a boundary. Wide of the wicket, he goes back and plays it over the man at short covers, and no chance for the man at long off. Imran standing there just has to retrieve the ball from the fence. Takes the score on to 45. Time drives this towards the cover boundary. There's a fielder there. Single to him and takes the score on to 46. Takes Sufyan on to 29 of 17. Sivan is yet to get going. Sivan plays this towards covers the complete one. Sufyan with 5 boundaries to his credit. No 6 so far. But the important thing is he's kept the scoreboard ticking. He needs support from the other end. This time towards square leg. There's no fielder there. 4 more runs. Ronak compensating. The last time he bowled it outside the off stump, he backed away and played it over covers. This time he tried to drift it in, and Sufyan smart enough playing it towards the square leg boundary for 4. The 50 coming up in 6.4 for the loss of 1 wicket, and this time drives it towards the extra cover region. 1 more run added. Takes the score on to 52. 11 runs coming off the over so far with the ball to spare. One more run added. Score moves on to 2 more runs added. Ends the over 54 for 1 at the end of 7 overs.
कहाँ चले गए?
पिछले ओवर की लास्ट बॉल में 2 रन आए थे. पहले बॉल इसने सिंगल लिया और सिवन ने डॉट किया सेकंड बॉल. Down leg side will be called a wide. Hamad यार क्या कर रहा है यार. Sivan playing it through the cover region. He gets a double for that. So a boundary for that. Takes the score on to 59. कहाँ जाना है इसका यार. Cuts this one this time towards the point boundary for 4 more. So back-to-back boundaries. Said Maktoum bowling it slightly short. Sivan going onto the back foot. Plays it towards the point boundary. Gets another 4 more. Have a look at that. Just enough pace for him to play it into the gap, and ball races away towards the boundary for 4 more. This time beaten, so is the keeper. The ball racing away towards the third man boundary. Just saved inside. Have a look, wait for the umpire signal. 2 buys, takes the score on to 65. They wouldn't mind that. Last ball of the over. Goes onto the back foot, plays it towards gully, no run there. End of the over, 65 for the loss of 8. सिवन ने लास्ट बॉल पे अगर सिंगल लिया तो अगला ओवर वो कूद खेलेगा ना. अगर शॉर्ट रन है तो ऐसे होगा.
बता भी नहीं रहा होगा था.
मैं जब ना मतलब चढ़ के वहां से नीचे जाके
हमारे वोकी टोकी नहीं है क्या? वोकी टोकी ऑन करो. वोकी टोकी
plays it over the infield, the ball racing away towards the cover boundary for 4. There was no fielder there. That was the point region rather. Point fielder was inside the circle. Sufyan now opening up, having a liking for the... No chance for the fielder at point. Races away towards the boundary for 4 more. He moves on to 39 of 21. This time drives us down towards the long on region for a single. Takes the score on to 70. Sivan this time over the bowler's head and wait for the umpire whether that was a 6 or a 4. It was quite close to the skirtings. क्या हुआ? हाँ आ रही है.
उसको बता दे रिंग को.
अभी छोड़ो जाने दो. अभी हो गया. This time shortening his length up. Sivan trying to go for the big one, but अभी छोड़ो बाद में बात करूंगा. $76 for 1, 8.4 overs. This time going on the back foot, cutting this one, but by the time the fielder could collect the ball, both the batsmen cross over for a single. Sivan now batting 22 of 17 and Mohammad Sufyan 40 of 22. Ronak is given away 24 runs of the 1.5 he is bowled. Now is it out? Is it out? And he's been given. He knew it the moment he missed that one. He's out for 40 of 23, and a glimmer of hope for ANIB Bulls. Sufyan at 7 had started to forge a partnership, and it was going well until he missed this one, which was a straight one. He was wrapped on the back pad, and he knew that, just waited for the umpire to give him the marching orders. Have a look at that. He missed that one, and this was straight enough for the umpire to give him LBW. He's out for 40 of 23 balls. 7 fours, no sixes. हेलो हाँ स्कोर कार्ड देख जो रौनक का लास्ट ओवर था 7वां ओवर हाँ अच्छा यार ये कैमरामैन हमें बहुत कंफ्यूज कर रहा है ठीक है तो तू राइट है भाई थैंक यू बाय ओके ठीक है हमें बता दिया कर क्योंकि कैमरामैन ये सब पिकअप नहीं करता है करेक्ट है मैं वही बोला ना अगर शॉर्ट है तो ठीक है New man Mohit Kalyan to the crease. Responsibility for him to first ball in the air and it's been taken. And a first ball duck for Mohit. So back-to-back wickets for the ANIB Bulls. Sorry, that was Sivan who was out for the first ball of the next over. And an irresponsible shot. Just the last ball, he lost his partner. All you needed is to forge a partnership. The required run rate is not alarming. It is just about 7 runs. He went for the big shot. And in the end, he is out caught at long on. He's got to realize he's playing a professional side. He's not playing amateurs whom he can tonk all over the park. And when you play the big boys, you play smart enough. Real stupid cricket. And you see the back of Sivan. And just putting his side in a spot of bother. Anzar Ashraf coming to the crease. Uzair was the man who took the catch. Syed Maktoum got that wicket. He's out for 22 of 18. 3 boundaries, 1 6. As Ansar plays this back towards the bowler, no run. Syed Maktoum this time bowling the googly. Ansar trying to play him from the wicket, ends up playing it straight to the man at gully. No run there. This one quickly plays it back to the bowler. Now Syed Maktoum having a spring in his action, spring in his step. Got the wicket of the first ball, and the next 3 balls are dot balls. So again, pressure shifting back towards Orient. Cuts this one towards third man. Quick single. Brings Mohit onto strike, who's yet to face a ball. .78 for 3. Is that a catch? Wait for the umpire's decision. Syed Maktoum being instigated by the keeper, but in the end, Sagar telling him that it wasn't end of the over. 78 for 3 as we go into a drinks break. Ronak to continue. Bowling to Anzar, and it starts off with a wide. Not sure why the umpire gave a late decision, but in the end, it's 1 run added to the total. Anzar just not using his feet against the spinner. He's playing him with more or less being more still. This time driven past the bowler, ball going towards long on. Both the fielders, Uzair coming down, keeping it down to a single, brings Mohit onto strike. Time playing softly, they quickly take off for a single. Ronak unable to stop that run. Takes the score on to 81 with that single. 76 of the remaining 57 balls at 8 runs and over. Time on the back foot, cuts this one. The man Zanal at point cuts that one off, but not after the batsmen have completed a single. This time Mohit playing towards the man at deep mid wicket. Just another single. They wouldn't mind that single. Just make sure they don't give a boundary. Keep it to the 4, 5 or 6 and over. Just get that run rate going up every over. And then hope that one of these two batsmen make a mistake so they get an opening to get into the middle order and the lower middle order. It will be a matter of time if one of them starts to go behind the bowling as Anzar plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. End of the over, 83 for 3. Mohammad Imran coming into the attack, right arm around, is bowling to Mohit. Onto the back foot, plays it towards square leg. The complete one. Don't want to risk the second. Anzar wanted to take off, but Mohit rightly sends him back. Takes the score on to 84. Trying to cut this one, which is too close to his body. Dot ball. Imran bowling the third ball. This time cuts this one towards gully and they complete a quick single. Takes the score on to 85. Time off the back foot, plays it towards point. No run there. 2 runs of the first 4 balls. Required run rate was 8 at the start of the over. He's reached 8.64 with a couple of dot balls. And Imran running through his overs. The ball is slightly wet. He's trying to wipe the ball. This time plays it towards a fine leg. They complete one. They go back for the second. And the ball wins the race towards the boundary. Much needed for Orient. They have been searching for a boundary for quite some time. Mohit plays a more or less risk-free shot. The moment it was pitched on middle and leg, he just lapped it around. There's nobody at short fine. So the ball runs across the turf. And it gets 4 more runs to the total. Last ball of the over. Takes the score on to 89 with 1 more ball left in the over. 6 runs coming of the first 5 balls. cuts this one towards a deep point. They complete one. Don't want to take on the arm. Needless run out is not required. 7 runs coming off the over. 12 gone, 90 for the loss of 3 wickets. Mohit batting 8 of 7 and Anzar batting 4 of 10. Over number 13 to begin. Mohit on the back foot plays this towards covers. The man at deep cover coming around. Uzair does the fielding, keeps it down to a single, brings Anzar on to strike, who's batting at 4 of 10. Now this is where the problem lies. You have to make sure you're at least going run a ball. If you're not able to score a boundary or more, just try to get a single, go out to the other end and leave the rest to your partner to take that, as this one eludes the keeper. Ball racing away towards the third man boundary. The fielder giving the chase inside the boundary line. They complete 2 more runs. It's off the bat, so 2 more to the total. Takes the score on to 93. On the back foot, plays it back towards the bowler. Syed Khaddam doing the right job. What he is doing is he's quickly running through the overs, making sure Mohit is kept off strike. He's bowled most of his deliveries to Anzar, who's still not comfortable. He's got 6 of 12. This time going for the wild slog, plays it towards the square leg area, gets off boundary for that. The release shot coming. Just manages to play that one in the vacant area. Have a look at that. Just pulls it from outside the off stump, sends it towards front of square for 4 more. Takes the score on to 97. 7 runs coming off the over. They need around 8 with 2 balls to spare. So even if they get a couple of runs, they will be ahead of the required rate. Need to make sure they're not behind the required rate now. वो उसको जो बाउंड्री लाइन पे उसको लग गई है, लगता है क्या है, तो उसको बाहर करके लेके आओ ना फील्डर. सब लोग उसकी तरफ जा रहे हैं, जल्दी करें. 97 for 3. Said Maktoum bowling to Anzar. Cuts this one towards short third. Quick single completed. Takes the score on to 98. One more run added. 8 runs of the over. Last ball of the over coming up. Can he get a boundary to cap it off for a 10 plus over? Or even if he gets a single, he is ahead of the required rate. Swan plays it towards the left of the man at covers a complete 1. 9 runs coming off it. 99 for 3 at the end of 13, needing another 58 more runs of the remaining 42 balls. Imran to start over number 14. Mohit plays the big shot, going towards the mid-wicket region. And over the fence she goes for 6. The 100 coming up. 105 for 3. Mohit moves on to 16 of 10. He's playing a calculative innings. He's not going full throttle out here. He knows all he needs is to keep it to 8 and 8.5 and over. So the first, he's just played 6 of the first ball to keep the pressure on the bowler now. Again, in the air. Is there a man at mid-wicket? Is he interested? Not to be. That's another boundary. We'll wait for the signal for the umpire, whether it is over the ropes. Another maximum. So mid-wicket man is just a spectator. Tossing this one up, and Mohit sends this over the mid-wicket area. There's nobody there in the mid-wicket area. It's been left open. This time cuts this one through the gully region, bisects the point and gully region for 4 more. And Mohit is suddenly going to top gear now. For the last 3 balls, he's gone away. He's taken 16 runs of Imran with 3 more balls left. The required run rate now coming down to 6.46, needing another 42 of the remaining 39. Have a look at that. Cuts this one and bisects the fielder at gully at point quite easily for 4 more. It's the over that they were looking for. On the back foot, plays it towards deep cover. They get a single for that. Uzair, the fielder, he moves on to 27 of 13. Anzar batting 11 of 14. And Imran has gone for 24 of the 1.4 he's bowled so far. Anzar now cuts this one towards deep point. The fielder giving the chase. Uzair making sure he keeps it within the boundary line. They complete 2. Don't want to risk the third. They've got the runs they required in this over. And more than that, in fact. But don't want to risk anything. $118 for 3 with 1 ball left in the 14th over. Again, cuts this one through the third man area. Both the fielders and Gully giving the chase, but managing to save it in. The batsman complete 3. We'll have to wait and watch. Is the umpire going to check upstairs? Check karo, boundary check karo.
boundary check.
Checking 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Umpire's checking whether this one. Abid making sure he keeps his foot. And have a look at it. Here is where he has his foot, and सर एविडेंस कंक्लूसिव नहीं है, अंपायर की डिसीजन है, वही रहेगी 3 रन. तीन रन.
और मलिक को बोलो कि बाउंड्री से थोड़ा हट के खड़ा हो. मलिक को बोलो बाउंड्री से थोड़ा हट के खड़े हो.
Three runs to end that over. 121 for 3 of 14, needing 36 of the remaining 36 now. Imran, 2 overs, expensive, 29 runs, no wicket as Ronak comes into bowl. Ansar now playing it towards the man at extra cover, beats him, and 4 more. Orient in complete cruise control now. Takes the score on to 125, and Ansar all of a sudden is striking at more than a run a ball. At one stage he was 4 of 11, but now he is on 21 of 17, 20 of 17 rather. Have a look. Man at extra cover has no chance. This time Ansar plays it down the ground towards the man at long on, a single being given. Takes the score on to 126. 5 runs coming of the first 2 balls. He now moves on to 21 of 18. Mohit batting 27 of 13. And Ronak 3.2 overs, 34 for 1. Expensive, considering that he had to go for less than 8 runs an over and pick up wickets. He's not done that. Just managed to get 1 wicket. Mohit plays a dot ball, keeps the score on to 126. 31 more of the remaining 5.3. Nearly edged that one to Sagar, but it's another dot ball. So 2 consecutive dot balls. 5 runs coming off 4 balls. Nothing to worry for Orient. All they need is to keep playing singles every ball. On the back foot, plays it towards the extra cover boundary. They have a fielder there. Uzair keeps it down to a single. 6 runs coming off the over with a ball to spare. They're chasing 156, 157 in their allotted 20 overs to stake a claim in the finals against Omega Insurance next Sunday here at the same ground at 6 p.m. local time, as he misses that one. End of the over. 127. Copy. चेक करो भाई, 1 सेकंड होल्ड करो. Not out.
Thank you.
Going for a stumping check upstairs. It's deemed as not out. Ends the over at 127 for 3. Anzar batting 21 of 19. Mohit batting 28 of 16. Needing another 30 of the remaining 5 overs. Said Kadam bowling his last over, the leg spinner, and Mohit on his haunches trying to sweep, misses the ball into Sagar's hands. One run off the back foot towards the man at extra cover. Takes the score on to 128. 29 more of the remaining 28 balls. Playing it in the air and into the vacant square leg area, but by the time the fielder comes around Kavir Asu, they take 2 more runs. Takes the score on to 130. Anzar playing it towards short third, and he gets a single for that. Takes the score on to 131. .131 for 3. Short cuts this one towards the cover boundary. There's a fielder there. 1 more run takes the score on to 133. Sorry, takes the score to 132 with that. With 1 more ball left. This is the last ball of the 16th over. They're easily doing it in singles. No need to hurry. This time the big shot in the air and straight to the man at long on, and Ronak takes the catch. Anzar trying to go for the big shot and release the pressure for his side, but in the end gives up his wicket, and Syed Muqaddam completes his quota of 4 overs, 25 runs, and takes 2 wickets. Floats this one in the air and doesn't get the distance. He gets it high, and Ronak and long on, an easy catch for him. 132 for 4 at 16, 25 more required of the last 4 overs. Syed Muqaddam out for 24 of 22. Syed Maktoum, who's finished his 4 overs, given away 25 runs. Ronak 4 overs, 35 runs, 1 wicket. Who does Zanal go to bowl his next 2 overs? New man at the crease, Keshav Sharma, the left-hander. 11 extras in the innings so far. Ronak now coming to bowl left arm spin. Mohit plays it towards long on. The fielder there, Ronak, who had taken a catch of the previous ball, keeps it down to a single. Brings Keshav Sharma on strike, the left-hander. Can Uzair get a wicket or 2 here just to set the panic in the Orient camp? At the moment, they're easily cantering along. They need to run a ball, but a wicket or so here, then suddenly the equation starts turning around as Keshav goes onto the back foot, plays it towards mid-wicket. He gets a single for that. A misfield there by Hafizur Rahman gets them the 2 that they're looking for. Even Al Nabuda feasted on some misfields and got the score to 156 in the end, as this time he plays it in the air and the fielder there keeps it down to a single, takes the score on to 136. (136 for 4). Mohit on strike, drives this towards the cover region. The fielder there keeps it down to a single again, takes the score on to 137. 20 more of 20 balls as Uzair comes round the wicket, now over the wicket towards the left-hander. Soft hands towards point and they take a single. 19 of 19. Short ball, plays it into the mid-wicket area and over the fence she goes, needing 13 more runs of the remaining 3 overs. Uzair completes his quota of 4 overs, no maidens, no wickets and 28 runs. And Mohit moves on to 38 of 22. Have a look at that shot. Just a bit short and he just makes sure he gets the connection right. Have a look at that. Still head the moment it was shot and high in the night sky over the mid-wicket area for 6. Two boundaries and 3 maximums for Mohit Kalyan. It's a measured innings of 38 of 22 balls. Naveed coming into bowl the 18th over. This time Keshav plays it over the mid-wicket region for 6. Brings the equation down to 7 of 17 balls. Naveed in the slot and Keshav goes down on one knee over the mid-wicket area for 6. The required run rate comes again down the ground. They get a single for that. Imran, the fielder, keeps it down to 1. Just one hit away now. The 150 came up with that 6 and then followed it up with a single. This time plays it towards the extra cover region for a single. One more run added. Score moves on to 152. Okay, can Keshav finish it off with the big one? They need 5 more runs of the remaining 15 balls. Gets that one in the slot. Is it the shot? Yes, it is. And Orient make it to the finals of the Elite Clash in the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 12 here at the 7 district rounds. Keshav Sharma giving the finishing touches with a maximum, and he moves on to 17 of 6 with 2 sixes. We'll have a look at the scorecard as the fielders, the players shake hands. We'll look at the Orient batting card, chasing 157. Syed Asim was out for 5 of 14, 1 boundary. He was caught by Kaviras off the bowling of Hafiz. Mohammad Sufyan out for 40 of 23 with 7 boundaries. It was LBW Ronak. Sivan was out 22 of 18, 3 boundaries, 1-6, caught by Mohammad Azhar off the bowling of Syed Makhdoom. Mohit Kalyan not out 39 of 23, 2 boundaries, 3 sixes. Anzar Ashraf 24 of 22, 2 boundaries, no sixes. And then Keshav Sharma giving the finishing touches, 17 of 6 balls with 2 maximums, 11 extras in the innings and getting the score to 158. We look at the bowling card now and the fall of wickets. Look at the fall of wickets. Syed Asim was the first to go out at the score of 19. Sufyan out at the score of 77. Sivan again was out for the next ball at the score of 77. And then Anzar out at the score of 132. Bowling card, Mohammad Uzair, 4 overs, 28 runs, no wicket. Hafizur Rahman, 3 overs, 24 runs, 1 wicket. Ronak, 4 overs, 35 runs, 1 wicket. Syed Makhdoom, the pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 25 runs, 2 wickets. Mohammad Imran, expensive, 2 overs, 29 runs, no wicket. And Naveed only just bowled 4 balls, gave away 14 runs to have a hasty end to this innings. So we conclude the Elite Clash League format and we wait both the teams Orient and Omega to play in the finals next week at the same ground. And we have 1 game left in the league, in this league, where tomorrow Salama will take on Team 11 to know which of the 2 teams will make it to the Champions Face-Off. Presentations coming up for this game, and stay tuned. Thank you. Welcome to the post-match presentations of this elite clash in the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 12 between Orient and the ANIB Bulls. We have the man of the match with us, Keshav Sharma. Keshav, wicket to your liking, the ball was gripping a bit and it was turning when you were bowling today?
Yeah, to be honest, actually I was a bit surprised when they won the toss and they elected to bat first, because we all know that in this ground later on the dew comes in. So yeah, initially when there was no dew, the ball was gripping a lot and it was tough for the batsmen to score runs. And there we capitalized, me and Dhyan, both our left-arm spinners bowled in the right areas and their batsmen were struggling. And luckily we got wickets also. Our fielders also supported, so they took brilliant catches some. And that helped us to restrict the opposition below 160, and 160 is a very chaseable total on these kind of tracks when dew comes in later on.
And when you came into bat, as you said, it was quite easy, and then you quickly hasted up with a couple of sixes to complete the route today.
Yeah, see, we play a lot of domestic cricket here, and we know the wicket and the conditions in grounds. So when dew comes in, the ball comes on very nicely on the bat, and it's not that tough to score in the second innings. So that was the part. It became easy for us when the dew came in.
Anyway, well done and good congratulations to you. We see a more performance from you in the finals when you come back, and we'll speak to the captains from here on. Thank you, Keshav. We'll be speaking to the winning captain, Khurram, from Orient, who make it to the finals. Khurram, first of all, surprised that when Zanal won the toss, he elected to bat first on a wicket which was slightly sticky when you all started off?
Actually, we already decided that we will be bowled first if we win the toss, but I don't know why they was taking this batting first. But also we are decided that we bowl first, because as per the condition, after that dew will be there, so we need to take the benefit for this one, and this is that.
And your bowlers at the right time have shown up and they have bowled well, restricted the side to what total you all were looking at. Positive signs when you go into the finals against Omega?
Yes, definitely. We have a plan that maximum we can restrict the team that 170, 175. But almost, alhamdulillah, we restricted them 157. That is a very good total with this wicket. But our bowlers and our fielding today, Asim sir take a very good catches. Aftab, that he was bowled very well. And Mohit, he was played very well. Sufyan giving a good start. So these things that you have to win the match. So if the batsman and every person has taken his responsibility, so the result is in front of you.
Anyway, congratulations, and we'll see you in the finals next week. Thank you very much. We'll speak to Imran, who will be deputizing for his captain. Imran, 156. आप जैसी टीम जो 250 तक बना सकती है, सरप्राइज कि आज आप लोगों की बैटिंग क्लिक नहीं हुई है।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, ये क्रिकेट है, आपको पता है कुछ भी हो सकता है। हमारा टारगेट तो नॉर्मली 180 190 था कि हमारा टारगेट यहाँ तक जाएगा, हमारी बॉलिंग अच्छी है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। मगर उन्होंने जो बैटिंग की है ना, स्पेशली नीचे से मोहित भाई ने, और साथ में जो एक नया लड़का था, मुझे उसका नाम नहीं पता, आउटस्टैंडिंग खेला। नहीं, केशव तो बाद में आया ना। फिर उसके बाद हमारी फील्डिंग कुछ ऐसी थी, 2-3 प्लेयर नहीं है हमारे। फिर उनकी गुड लक, आसम साहब ने गुड कैच की और सीधे गए। ऊपर से हमारे से स्टार्ट अच्छा नहीं हो सका, जो मेन प्रॉब्लम थी, जिसकी वजह से हमारा टोटल कम हुआ।
आपकी जो टीम है वो बाकायदा वर्दी है कि आप ऊपर की मैचेस ही खेलें, ऊपर की बड़ी टीमों के साथ। क्या वजह है कि आप लोग फाइनल्स या फाइनल्स से थोड़ा पहले एक आध जगह पे फॉल्ट कर जाते हैं और आपसे ट्रॉफी नहीं आती आपके हाथ?
मोस्टली हम फाइनल ही खेलते हैं। लास्ट ईयर भी फाइनल खेले थे, इस मरतबा मेगा और ओरिएंट का फाइनल आ गया। मगर ये टूर्नामेंट काफ़ी लंबा चला, हमारे लड़के आगे पीछे हो गए। फ़ीस की वो मॉम का डेथ हो गया, फ़ीस का मेंटली नहीं था प्रिपेयर। इस वजह से हमारा जो कॉम्बिनेशन थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो गया, जो हमें मेन स्ट्रगल करनी पड़ी लास्ट 4-5 मैच में।
बट एक बात अच्छी है कि जब भी अल नबूदा खेलता है एक्साइटमेंट रहती है ग्राउंड पे, और क्रिकेट बहुत बढ़िया देखने को मिलता है। होपफुली नेक्स्ट ईयर वी सी यू बैक इन द फाइनल्स एंड विन इट। Thank you very much for your time and all the best to Al Nabuda. That concludes our presentation tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for the last game, and stay tuned. And the following week we'll be having the big finals. Thank you very much. Good night. Stay safe.